St. Patrick's is
Caring.
fantastic.
A family.
Warm and nurturing.
Supportive.
Is academically challenging.
Awesome.
A devout and vibrant community of faith.
It's the best school ever.
At St. Patrick's School, every student is successful. Our dedicated teachers help our children grow academically, socially, and emotionally.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
The teachers are nice. They help us when somebody's hurt, and they help us behave. When I have a problem with my work, I just stop and think for a moment until I get the answer. And if I can't get the answer, I'll ask my teacher and they're going to help.
One of the great things that we're able to do here at St. Patrick's is work with kids in a small teacher-student ratio. We do that primarily in math and reading. And by doing so, we work together with the classroom teacher, and then we have teachers that break that down and are able to work with kids in groups of 5 to 6 to really help them nail the skills that they need to move on to the next level of instruction. We recognize that all children are unique learners, and we pride ourselves on building their success here at St. Patrick's.
The academics at St. Patrick's are rigorous. I am working hard in my math class, which is especially challenging this year because the 8th graders are preparing to take Algebra 1. The teachers make learning fun. We learn games and songs. We have 2 class sets of iPads, one for the lower grades, one for the higher grades.
The middle school uses technology in the classroom pretty much on a daily basis as much as we can. We recognize that in high school, they will be walking around using an iPad or using some sort of technology rather than textbooks. We use it in our lesson planning. We use it as a cross-curricular way for these students to realize that technology is something you use in every class that you take.
Well, we believe that we are called to educate the mind and the heart as well as the body and the soul. And so they all play a role together in forming a good Christian man and good Christian woman. That's our purpose.
At St. Patrick's, we have the buddy program. They help you be good in math, and they hold the books for you in case you drop it, and they sing songs too.
I think it's really important to me that I get to have a little kindergarten buddy who I can be a role model for when he gets older, because I remember my buddy when I was younger and how I looked up to him and how he was a good influence for me.
Very important that children begin to learn that they are very blessed, that our part of the world is very blessed, but there are lots of people who do not have so much. Part of my mission, especially as a teacher of young children, is to get everyone to understand that this is what Jesus did, and this is what we need to do, and this is how we do it. Jesus' main thing was loving and caring for others, and how can we do that?
Each month, a class does different service activities to help those in need, such as making sandwiches and bags of food for homeless shelters and collecting toiletries for Haiti and having bake sales to raise money. It makes you feel like you're making a difference in the world and you're helping those in need, and that your little deeds are making a big difference.
St. Patrick's has a lot of athletics. I do basketball, lacrosse, and track and field.
I do baseball, basketball, track and field, and cross country. There are a lot of other activities to do besides sports.
Yeah, like I do Girl Scouts and art classes after school.
There's newspaper club, there's photography club.
On Wednesdays, I get to do Lego club. Last time, we learned about gears, then you build them with Legos.
What I am emotional about is when I see those students that we sent from here who were successful in high school, which we had no doubt, but they took that love of learning, their foundation from St. Patrick's, and they're in college. And they come back as college students to tell us what a great time they're having there, and they want to share this experience with the people that they know helped them get there.
The community at St. Patrick's is a family. We've been at the school since the doors opened in 2004. When it came time to send our youngest and third child to school, it was such an easy call to choose St. Pat's. He had watched his older brother and sister grow up here and have happy times. And I look forward to seeing how he grows and how he learns and what happy moments he has here at this special place.